What's up, everyone? This is Tiger Warrigal 14, and I haven't really done a video in a while because I've been busy, but I've also been trying to lose weight by doing this diet thing. So I'm going to be eating during this live stream. I mean, not much. This is all I'm going to eat, just smashed potatoes and stuff. But, but I've started at 366 pounds, and I'm now down to 351. So I've lost like 14 or 15 pounds in the past week, not past few weeks, but the past couple of days. But anyway, this is a reaction of Auburn and Texas A&M that I'll be having going on today. Man of the two. Man, I'm gonna be updating this a lot, so bear with me. I got two screens on here right now. I also have the Alabama game on. Let me say this. As an Auburn fan, I want to see Alabama do good. I think they're a great team. They can be a great team. The problem is they don't have that much good communication. I mean, yeah, they won the other night, but they have been struggling a lot lately, especially on the road. Um, yeah, and that game is 14-9. Alabama leading Arkansas, who beat Auburn the other night. I mean, I have no problem with that. I think Arkansas is going to make the tournament this year, no doubt. Um, they could be at least maybe a maybe Sweet 16 team. I can see them doing that. But in the Auburn game right now, it's 10-5 Auburn with 14 minutes to go in the first half. We shooting. Because all we ever do is shoot threes. Why don't we just? I mean, we're so cold on the threes. Why not take a break from the threes right now? I understand you want to get out to a fast start, but man, y'all missed a lot at Arkansas, especially the past few days, past few weeks. It's now 10-7 Auburn as A&M scored a 2. But I want to say that being the number one team in the nation, it was pretty cool. It's been pretty cool. Of course, that's going to change Monday because of the loss to Arkansas, and of course, Gonzaga will get that number one spot by default. So, I mean, all that matters is that you get to be number one at the end of April or at the end of the season, like in the end of the tournament. That's all that matters. You got to be number one in the end of the at the end of the basketball season. A&M has never lost in Auburn Arena. That's insane. It's crazy how we just completely. But you know what? If this team even loses to A&M, I don't see. I don't see how we can go far into the tournament. That's a push off, and they didn't call that, of course. Wide open three, missed it. Kessler with the rebound. So still 10-7 Auburn, 12:45 to go in the first half. But yeah, I want to see Auburn do good. I want to see them not just do good. I want to see them like just excel, and they are doing that right now. They're doing more than that. Of course, we had that bump in the road, and then we just caused a turnover right there. But I want to see us go more than the Final Four as A&M misses the shot. But I want to see us go like try and go all the way this year. Everyone says that this team can be capable of going all the way, but I want to eat the rat poison just yet, as Nick Saban would say. Not wide open three, but contested three, and it's bounced off the rim, and it's Kessler had another block too. I mean, this kid from North Carolina, man, I'm telling you, I'm glad we picked this guy up. He's always been our go-to guy for points the past couple of weeks. Um, but road games like Arkansas and Alabama, they have, especially the referees, have been calling some bull. But I'm not trying to bash the referees right now or nothing. It's early, But man, I mean, you that's and a turnover by A&M. That's good. Good for us. A block by A&M, and they're going to go the other way with it. That was, I think, Green was the one that had the ball. All right, good rebound. Great rebound. But for A&M, they actually had a great start to the season. It's just that as soon as they got in the conference play, they just completely fell apart. As it's going to be a backcourt violation. Oh no, it ain't. It was deflected. My bad. So still 10-7 Auburn. Missed a shot. I'm telling y'all, we cannot shoot for nothing right now. We can't do nothing. A&M gets the offensive rebound blocked, but I think there's going to be it'll be A&M ball because of the tie up, and there'll be a timeout. But yeah, A&M, they had a great start to the season. It's just that as soon as they got in the conference play, they just completely fell off. And I actually was afraid of this team going into this game, or a couple not going into this game, but a few weeks ago when they were in the top 15 or whatever it was. But then they just fell off, and I'm like, well, I mean, I still don't want to think A&M's a threat, or I don't want to think A&M is not a threat. So because A&M, like I said, they've never lost in Auburn Arena. So where's that remote? Give me 1 second. Here it is right here. Let's try and find this remote. Switch them to the Alabama game for a minute. Check on them. But yeah, I've lost like 15 pounds the past few days, which is incredible. I'm on my way to try and lose weight. I mean, this stuff right here, this is called Octavia. So yeah, I mean, it's good stuff. They got some good stuff, but I got to take care of myself and my eating and stuff. And drinking water too. I forgot about that. But going back to Alabama, I mean, as a guy that loves Auburn so much, any Auburn sport, I just want to see Alabama compete and do good. The problem is they can't do well because they can't communicate, and that's one of the major issues for Alabama basketball. And they're getting a new arena too. About freaking time, because I'm about sick and tired of that Coliseum they got, Coleman Coliseum. It's like a damn airplane hangar. I mean, even if Auburn loses this game, that's okay because we're still going to the NCAA tournament. But I would love for Auburn to go as like maybe a 2 seed, maybe even a 1. There might be a chance to be a number 1 overall seed, but they're going to give it to Gonzaga because Gonzaga, it's guaranteed. If you're a basketball player and you're going to go to Gonzaga, you're guaranteed an NCAA tournament every single year because they play in one of the weakest conferences in all basketball. I mean, people are going to say, yeah, but they're playing St. Mary's today, which is like 22nd ranked. But yeah, okay, congratulations. That's probably the first ranked team in your conference you've played all season. And St. Mary's has been pretty decent at basketball, but not on Gonzaga's level. And what has Gonzaga done when they got into the tournament, into the NCAA tournament? They've choked. Every single time they got into the tournament, Gonzaga has always choked. Especially in fact, I picked them to win a national championship, and they still got beat in the title game against Baylor, and then against North Carolina a couple years ago. So if you're a Gonzaga fan and you're all triggered by this, well, you know what? That's too bad. Go join a real conference. Maybe join the Pac-12. Maybe at least the Mountain West Conference. Something better than what I call the WAC Coast Conference. All right, Auburn's back on. Throw in by A&M. Nobody wants to shoot today, man. Nobody even wants to make points. Basically, if you're an Auburn basketball player at this point, you might as well just say you live and die by the three. Because I mean, at this point of the season, because our threes have gone completely off the mark, as we just threw another one away. I mean, but still, we should not have lost to Arkansas, even though it was on the road. But honestly, I kind of saw it coming, knowing how cocky we were getting, dancing on their logos. Look, if you're all triggered by it, that's too bad. You might as well just try and beat us, which they did. So, still 10-7 Auburn. An offensive foul, and so there's Brian. I'll tell you all this. If you're going to ask me about Brian Harsin, I mean, here's my thing about it. If you're going to get rid of a coach after one season due to the fact that the athletic director of Auburn, Alan Green, got him without consent from the board, you know what? I'll say this: one of the people that are on the board, Jimmy Rain. I can't stand that guy for 1 second because all he cares about is his lumber and his wood. Dude, go back to selling wood and don't worry about Auburn. Just worry about selling your wood before because nobody, honestly, in my opinion, nobody buys yellow wood. Nobody buys that lumber at all. As A&M has just scored a point and is now a 10-9 game for Auburn. And we scored 2. I mean, they're gonna change it a lot. Or I'm gonna change a lot right here on this thing. So 12-9 Auburn. Great block, y'all. Great job defense. I'm telling you, both teams don't even want to score today. We're at 21 combined points, and with like under 10 minutes to go in the first half. That's embarrassing, in my opinion. Auburn needs to get better at shooting and doing better with the ball. Okay, so a foul on A&M. Kessler going up for the rebound. Did a great job. I'm telling y'all, Walker Kessler is a real deal. Whether he's rebounding or he getting easy dunks, which I mean, I know it's always a gimme when he gets the ball for a dunk. But still, if you're at that height and it's crazy, man. Good dunk. Who was that? Was that Zepp? No, it's KD. KD Johnson. So 14-9 Auburn. But still, let me go back to what I was saying earlier on how this year has been going for Auburn basketball. It's been great. It's been a great season so far for Auburn basketball. Probably with no doubt the best ever with me watching them. It takes me back to. It takes a lot of people back to the days of like uh, uh, Chris Porter. I wouldn't say Charles Barkley because they were still getting like at least 12 losses. I don't even know, maybe even 8 losses a year. And this team is honestly a hell of a lot better than the '90s teams, like back or late '90s, early 2000s Auburn teams when they were like kicking everybody's ass to the ground and unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. Number 1 ranking for the first time. We just keep making history at Auburn. Our man of Final Four. More than likely, we might go back this year. It depends on what seed or what bracket we're in. It depends on how good we play in the tournament. And a wide open 3 buckets for days, baby. 17-9. That's the worst thing that happened for A&M is to have that crowd come to life. Worst thing that can happen to them. Ooh. Just got off in time before the shot clock. But yeah, I want to see this team go to the Final Four one more time at least. It's a kickball on A&M, and they're going to go into a timeout. But anyway, I want to see Auburn do more than just go to the Final Four now. We already done it. We made it to the Final Four. Great. We should have made a national championship if it weren't for that bogus bullshit no call double dribble on Virginia. But I mean, if you're going to complain about it, saying I'm not over it, look, we're never going to be over it. We should have been in the national championship game. We could have played for a national championship, but no, the referees had to come out and take it away from us. Of course, the team that beat us won the national championship. Didn't really deserve it, in my opinion. 1 year after getting beat by a 16 seed team, first time that's ever happened in NCAA history. Of course, it's rigged. But now I want to see this team do more than just go to the Final Four. We made the tournament. We've 2 years we've been in the tournament, and we've made it to at least a round of 32. We've made it to the Final Four the very next year. Now I want to see this team do is play for go to the national championship game, not just go to the Final Four, but play for a national championship. And this team just might have the capabilities to do so. 28-18 Alabama leading Arkansas at Coleman Coliseum. I'm actually glad they're getting a brand new arena. I can't stand Coleman Coliseum for 1 second. That's not because it's in Tuscaloosa. I mean, but the way they have the students all sitting in like how you say it, like in a corner. That's stupid. At Auburn, it's like at Auburn, the student section is like, here's the court right here. There's a student section right here, student section all the way across down this way, and then another student section right here. And all this stuff right here is probably just for like boosters or alumni. You know, like what you see on the TV is the student section on the left hand, like on the left court end side. If you look straight ahead, the student section, like the majority of the students right there on the court, like on the court sideline, and on the other end, it's like it's more students. I mean, I love the Auburn Arena configuration. By the way, they're fixing to change the name of it to Neville Arena, named after some family that donated money. I would rather just call it maybe Sonny Smith Court at Auburn Arena for right now, or Sonny Smith Arena, because he's the guy that had Charles Barkley, and he sent Auburn to a bunch of like dirt tournament games. But then you also had Chris Baird. I wish they could have named it after him. Chris Baird took Auburn to several NCAA tournaments, got like some number 1, number 2 seeds. Who had Chris Porter and all those other guys. Oh, by the way, this is Auburn's Outlive game. AUT live. It's basically something that Bruce Pearl started. That's cool. He's got a bunch of names on there: Sam Cunningham, Dick Vitale. One of the broadcasters said my dad and some of the guys in the ESPN truck holding up signs too, having names of people that have cancer. By the way, if you're a cancer victim, God bless you, and especially the families that lost loved ones to cancer. God bless you, and I hope things are bright in your future ahead of you. But yeah, this is something that Bruce Pearl started several years ago, and yeah, it's pretty cool. He started that when he came to Auburn, so I'm glad he done that. It's a fun experience. I actually have an Outlive can. Dang, I could have worn my Outlive Cancer T-shirt, but I think it's put away right now. Probably gonna wait till after this game, and I'll buy the shirt, the A&M edition shirt that we're wearing today. They're trying to raise. I heard they're trying to raise $200,000 for the cancer research and stuff, which is good stuff. I actually like that. Long three, no good. Rebound to A&M. See, I'm telling you, we live and die by the three at this point. Can't make it. I can't remember the last time A&M even made a shot yet. And they threw it away. I mean, like I said earlier this year, when I saw A&M was doing really good, I was getting scared because A&M could beat Auburn in Auburn Arena. But now they've fallen off, and right now it's trying to look like a runaway. But I promise you, A&M is going to get back into this game, and they're going to play good basketball. I promise you. Woo! What an alley-oop! Oh my goodness! Devin Cambridge, baby. Finally, we got something good out of it. Woo! Devin Cambridge is a machine. No assists for A&M in this game so far. 7 for Auburn. 28-20 Alabama. Still leading Arkansas with 6:53 to go in the first half over in Coleman Coliseum. Meanwhile, for Auburn, it's 19-9 over A&M. And they can't even make a basket. Still can't. A&M still can't. But the one thing that also worries me is that after the halftime, they go into the second half. Oh my gosh! But after halftime, Auburn just starts off so slow in the second half, and I was afraid it was going to happen against Arkansas, but it really didn't happen as bad as I thought it'd be. So yeah, but I just hope they especially a team like A&M. I just hope Auburn is prepared for the second half this time. For the past few games, we have started off slow at the start of the second half. Every game so far since we've been ranked number 1. Wide open shot. It's a 2-pointer. 21-19 Auburn. 21-9. My bad. 21-9. Uh-oh, here we go. Defensive rebound. No good. Oh, he tried to dunk it. Oh. Dang it. It was KD. Foul on A&M. So KD will go to the line and shoot 2. And made both of them. 23-9 Auburn leading the Aggies. And a timeout called. So as I go to the timeout, it's 23-9 Auburn leading Texas A&M. They've been on a 13-0 run in the last 4.5 minutes. I'm telling you, A&M. It's hard to believe. A couple years ago, A&M made like a good run, then they got beat by I think it was North Carolina. They got beat by them in the tournament. I'm hoping to go next Wednesday to the Auburn Vanderbilt game. Um, but man, tickets right now are at a skyrocketing price. For this game right here alone, it had to pay. You have to pay like $250 to go in for standing room. That for Auburn and A&M, that is insane. I am not paying no $250 to go watch Auburn play. I mean, I'll pay $150 at least. That's the average for Vanderbilt. But I'm not paying 200 whatever plus dollars to go watch the play A&M. And I thought I was gonna be called on. No, I thought it was a. Oh, I'm listening to the other game. My bad. So A&M finally makes a shot. It's 23-11 Auburn. Oops. A&M playing man to man right now, which is it's been a good defensive game though, if you think about it. Mostly because of the bad shooting by both teams. And a shot clock violation. Great defense by A&M though. Very good defense. Jabari getting a rest right now. Long three by A&M, no good. Oh my God! Devin fucking Cambridge, baby! Tomahawk! Tomahawk jam, baby! Oh, here we go, turnover. Somebody go get it. In one. Ah. Hey. I love the Auburn student section. I actually know somebody that's there right now. He wears a straw hat sometimes. Most of the time, actually, he does wear a straw hat. But man, I love the Auburn student section. Man, it was so much fun to watch. They were like pretending they were doing CPR on the guy. Oh my goodness. So right now, looking at the Alabama game, it's 28-25 Alabama leading Arkansas. They haven't scored a point in a long time. Alabama hasn't. I really haven't been watching any of the Olympics so far. The only thing I watch with opening ceremonies. I don't have time to watch the like the Winter Olympics right now because of like work and then the fact that they're in Beijing, China. It's like when it's daytime right now. If there's an Olympic athlete in Beijing right now that's asleep, like let me look at the time for Beijing, China. Right now in Beijing, it's 1:45 in the morning. So right now, everybody is pretty much asleep. That's why I don't watch the Olympics because in the daytime, everybody's asleep in Beijing. But when I'm in bed falling asleep because you got work in the morning, they're out there competing, and I want to watch them. But I mean, I'll watch hockey. I will watch hockey. I think they're doing mostly women's right now because the men's right now are in NHL mode, and I don't really. I think they have some men. I think the the men's team is out there. I don't know. But yeah, the only thing I've watched has been the opening ceremony. And I'll be honest, and there's a lot of controversy in China right now. But they always put on great opening ceremony stuff. Go back to 2008. Go watch the 2008 Summer Olympic opening ceremony and tell me they don't have a great opening ceremony. I'm telling you, they have great ceremony when they start off the Olympic Games. Like, if you remember 2008, they had those guys, 2008 men, by the way, 2008 of them, beating on like drums of some sort. And they turn off the lights and they have red sticks. And it's awesome, man. So Alabama's right now going to break. Auburn is just now coming back on. I'll cut off the stream at halftime because I got some work to do. But more than likely, this will be Auburn's final game as the number one ranked team in the country for right now. They'll probably number one later on. By the time we get to I don't know, probably later on before the conference tournaments begin. And they missed the free throw, and A&M will get it. So it's still 25-11. Auburn leading the Aggies. Air ball missed by A&M, and Auburn will go the other way with it. A long three. Nope. Rebound. Hardwell and one. Buzz Williams. Where do you think? I think he came from Virginia Tech or something. This guy has done nothing so far since he came to A&M. Absolutely nothing. But by the way, let me go back. I'm sorry. Let me go back to the Brian Harsin thing real quick. Anybody that's wanting to fire this dude ought to be ashamed, especially the board. The board of directors, trustees. I mean, shit. I mean, we gave Bruce Pearl enough time for him to get us going in basketball. Look where we're at now. Wait till Brian Harsin does something. Now, if he doesn't do anything, that's okay. I mean, it's football for you. You're not going to get any of the best players in the country coming to Auburn for football. Most of them are either going now to Georgia now or Alabama or even A&M right now since they got the NIL deal going on. Anyway, A&M made a shot. It's 28-13 Auburn with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. A foul called on the Aggies. Good start it was a slow start for Auburn like in the first 5 minutes, maybe 7, 8, 10 minutes. But right now, I'm doing good. We're up by a decent margin. 15-point game. Missed the first one. KB Johnson at the line. Makes the second one. So it's 29-13 Auburn. A&M almost lost it again. Offensive foul, maybe? Maybe call an offensive foul for once, man. Maybe for once, call an offensive foul. A push-off, maybe. Maybe call a push-off on something, ref. I mean, all day long, pushed his ass off. So KD's got 2 fouls right now. This should have been a push-off. See, the refs right now are calling bullshit. Give him make the first one. 31-27 right now. Alabama leading Arkansas. They finally got some points, and then they made the second one, so it's now 28-4, 29-14 Auburn leading A&M. Auburn has never won in Auburn Arena with A&M as the road team. A&M is undefeated in Auburn Arena, in other words. Kessler can make the shot. It'll go back to A&M. Great rebound. Great rebound by the defense. And then we do it out of bounds. But I still can't stand the fact. I'm looking at that thing right now. Yellowwood should not be Auburn's sponsor. I'm about sick and tired of Jimmy Rain. In fact, his sponsor, Yellowwood, his company, is one of the main sponsors for a Talladega NASCAR race. Every time I go to Talladega and they're sponsored by Yellowwood, and every time Jimmy Rain is there, I just boo. I can't stand him because of his work at Auburn. He sucks. He's one of those trying to get Kevin Steele as head coach for football. I don't want Kevin Steele. Look at his football record. For God's sakes, he's 9-39. I think he's a good defensive coach, but my God, as a head coach, no way. Bounds on Katie Johnson. Try to save it. Bounce it off an A&M player foot. But anyway, but yeah, I've actually lost some weight so far. Let's hear some comments. Bubba and the old man Auburn Sports Talk said War Damn Eagle and talking about Brian Harsin. Facts. Harsin has stuff to work on. He's definitely not perfect, but I think he's the man. Me too, because I don't want to say it, but he kind of reminds me of a Pat Dye type of person. He wants control of the program. He wants discipline. He wants to lead players, and I think he can do it. I think he can. Go back and look at the number of players that left when Pat Dye got here, back in like 1981 or 1982, whatever year it was. And look at the players now. I mean, they don't want discipline. They're too soft. They want to go play for Gus Malzahn at Central Florida. That's fine. Go on, be lazy, waste your football career down there. Don't get what do you call it? Don't get, what do you call it? I don't know. Trying to, do progress on players. Don't turn them into number one, maybe mostly first round picks in the draft. Don't do it. I mean, Gus did some, but he didn't do a lot of them. I promise you that. Carlo missed both free throws, and it's going to be I guess, a lane violation on Auburn, but it's going to go the other way anyway. So, anyway, 29-14 Auburn, 15-point lead with a minute and a half to go. Those of you that are listening, I've actually been losing weight lately by using this thing called Optavia. It's a food company. I started off at 366 pounds, and I'm now down to 351 as of this morning. So I'm making progress by just drinking water and eating less and stuff, and I'm doing great at it so far. My goal is to at least get down to 300 and maybe work from there. But yeah, I'm off to a decent start. A&M at the line. Henry Coleman, a Duke transfer, makes both free throws, and it's right now 29-16 Auburn leading Texas A&M. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first half. I'm going to cut off the stream here in a few minutes, and I'll probably come back for the final minutes of the game. If the game gets close, as Auburn just made another point, and it's now 31-16, or made another shot rather, 31-16. Tigers leading Texas A&M. Wow, what a shot that was. So A&M closes again down to 13 points, 31-18 Auburn. 40 seconds left, first half. A long three, missed it. It'll go out of bounds. A&M will have the ball. They'll have the final shot. Either make it an 11-point game or a 10-point game, whatever the A&M decides to do here. 10 seconds left on the game clock. Great block, and we got a chance for a last second shot. 3, 2, 1. KD Johnson with a layup up and good. No time left on the clock, and Auburn will head to halftime with a 15-point lead. 33-18. Auburn leads Texas A&M at the half. What a better. I mean, but the thing now, of fewest points Auburn has allowed since 2012 in the first half. That's interesting. Fewest points, only giving up 18. That's decent. I like that. So right now, Auburn's at the half, up ahead, 33-18 over Texas A&M. I'll probably come back for the second half, or like for the final, maybe 10, maybe 5 minutes left of the game, if it gets close. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for more on Tiger Eagle 14's live stream.